Hello students, welcome to EduTap and welcome to the first lecture of ARD Static series. In this series, we will cover all the important topic for your NABARD examination for both phases. So our today's lecture is Introduction to Agriculture and this is very important, and we will also see the PYQ of this particular topic. Okay, so let's start our class, but if you're new here, do remember to subscribe to our new YouTube channel, and if you want the PDF of the video, you can join our Telegram channel too. So our first previous year question that appeared in the year 2021 NABARD examination phase 2, this is that branch of agriculture that deals with the soil, water and crop management is soil science, agronomy, pomology, sericulture, all of the above. So for now you might be thinking, okay, soil is here, so our answer might be soil science. Okay, but let's cover the background and what the correct answer is. If you know the answer, do wait, you'll get the chance to answer it. So talking about the agriculture, see, first of all, your agriculture is made up of two words, that is agar and culture, that means cultivation. So it's derived from a Latin word. Okay, so agriculture, how can we define if we know the meaning of the word? If we know the meaning of the word soil cultivation, how can we define the agriculture now? So your agriculture can be defined as art, science and business of producing crops as well as livestock for the economic purpose. So you will cultivate crop and livestock, and your ultimate goal will be to produce food as well as to have economic gains. Okay, now talking about the branch of agriculture, there are basically 7 branches of agriculture. Okay, and these branches are agronomy, horticulture, forestry, animal husbandry, fisheries, agriculture engineering and home science. Okay, so these 3 branches. See, your agronomy deals with the land crop or the field crop or the crop that are seasonal, such as your fodder crop, your sugar crop, your grain crop. These all comes with agronomy. Agronomy also deal with maintaining the crop. How much soil should be, how much condition of soil should be there, how much water should be there, what kind of climatic condition are needed there. So this is all studied in agronomy. Okay, now moving to horticulture. Your horticulture deal with fruits, vegetables, ornamental plants, spices. This all come under your horticulture. It's a very wide subject, so we will cover the further horticulture we will study in further slides. Don't worry, because it on its own horticulture has many branches. Okay, so talking about forestry, your forestry is also called silviculture. Okay, and it basically deals with the cultivation of a forestry. Why? For wood and some other products. Okay, now moving to animal husbandry. Your animal husbandry, as the name suggests, it deals with maintaining the animals. Okay, culturing the animals. What kind of animals? Livestock, your cattle, goat and sheep, also poultry, your hen and all. Okay, what we will get from there? We will get milk, we will get eggs. Also we will get manure for the plants. So that's why it is related. Now talking about fisheries, your fishery or fishery science or pisciculture, it also deal with your culture and capture of fishes. So how can we maintain the fish? How can you produce more fish? And it has 2 branches, that is mariculture and aquaculture. What is the difference between two? Mariculture deals with your marine fishes or the fish that live in salt water, sea water. Okay, that is mariculture. Aquaculture, the culture of fish that live in fresh water. It can be both warm water and cold water. Now moving to agriculture engineering, as the name suggests. See, engineering, that means we will deal with machinery. And what kind of machinery? Agriculture machinery. So any kind of your machine that is used for the agriculture, such as your farm machines. At the time of cultivation you need machines, after cultivation you need machine, for harvesting you need machine, to maintain the product you need machine. So all the machinery that is required comes under the agriculture engineering. Okay, now moving to home science. See, your home science deals with whatever you have produced, how we can utilize it. So that comes under your home science. See, now here we can see that these 3 deals with plant and these are core agriculture subject. So we call them what? These are crop groups. Okay, now moving to these 2, the animal husbandry and fishery both deal with animal. They deal with livestock and fisheries deal with fishes. So we call them animal producing group. Now moving to agriculture engineering and home science. See, these 2 are supporting our agriculture. So these 2 are allied groups. Okay, these are friends of agriculture. So I hope everything is clear to you. Now we will reattempt our question. Okay, previous year question. Now we will try to reattempt it. So let's see. So branch of agriculture that deals with the soil, water of crop management. So we'll have to focus on the crop. So our correct answer will be yes, very good. It will be agronomy. Okay. So now let's move to our next previous year question, and your question is the study of fruit is called, your option are olericulture, pomology, viticulture, fruitology, or none of the above. Now this particular question appeared in your NABARD examination in year 2021 in phase 1. Okay, so these revision series are important for your both phases, phase 1 and phase 2. So now let's try to guess the answer. But before that, let's have a quick look at the background. Okay, how can we guess the answer? How can we get the answer right? And if you know the answer, you will get the chance at the end. So let's move to our next slide now. So talking about branches of horticulture, there are 8 branches. First of all, floriculture, arboriculture, landscape horticulture, olericulture, pomology, viticulture. Beside these 6, there are 2 more branches, that are enology and post-harvest management. We will talk about them once we have covered all these 6. Okay. So talking about floriculture, as the name suggests, the floriculture deals with your flowers. Okay. Talking about arboriculture deals with your individual plants. Now what kind of plants? These plants can be your trees, individual trees that you have to maintain. Okay, then your vines, okay, your shrubs you need to maintain, or any tree, woody plant you want to maintain, that comes under the arboriculture. Now talking about landscape horticulture, see, landscape horticulture is very interesting because it deals with maintaining aesthetic, how your ways are looking, how your garden is looking aesthetically. How can we develop ornamental plants? That comes under your landscape horticulture. Okay. Now talking about olericulture deals with your vegetables. Okay. So talking about pomology is your study of fruits. See, logy means study. Pomo for fruits. So pomology is your study of fruits. These were culture. Pomology is study of fruit. Okay. Now moving to viticulture. Viticulture is your culture of wine, grape wine. Okay, grapes, how can we grow them and how can we maintain the vine, V-I-N-E, vine of the grapes. So I hope everything is clear to you. These are the main branches of horticulture. Beside these 6, there are 2 more branches, and these are enology and post-harvest management. Now what is enology? Your enology deals with any aspect of wine or wine making. Okay, so this comes under enology. Now talking about the post-harvest management, see your fruits, especially all the crops that are under horticulture, whether it's fruits, whether it's vegetable, flowers, okay, ornamental plant, these all plants are very perishable. They don't have a good shelf life. Okay, and everybody want to consume them fresh. So how can we maintain that freshness? That comes under your post-harvest management. That's why post-harvest management of horticulture very important, and it basically deal how can we maintain the quality of our products, especially a horticulture product, after harvesting. So I hope everything is clear to you. Now we will try to answer the question again. So study of fruits. See, study means logy. You can guess the answer from here too. So study of fruit will be called your pomology. Okay. So olericulture. Your olericulture deals with the cultivation of vegetables. Now moving to viticulture related to grapes. Okay. So I hope everything is clear to you from here. Now we will cover the next previous year question that appeared in your NABARD examination in 2019 in phase 2. And the question was, what is white revolution about? Milk production, cotton production, mushroom, mugga silk, or none of the above. See, all these products are white and you have to tell what is the white revolution. So you might not know the answer. Don't worry. We will cover this particular topic. We will cover all the revolution that are very important for your examination. So talking about revolution, first of all, what is your revolution? See, whenever we focus on a field and we develop some machinery, techniques, research is done in that, and some new technologies are there which can increase the output of the particular field, due to which economic upliftment happen. So that is called your revolution. So in agriculture, there are various agricultural revolution, depending upon the commodity, okay, depending upon the field. So we will study about those particular agriculture revolution. So first of all, we will talk about the most important, that is your green revolution. Then we will move to red revolution. Then there is round revolution, black revolution, yellow revolution, and white revolution. So if you want to remember this, try to focus on what kind of color that particular commodity have. Okay, sometimes that will work and sometimes you will have to remember those. Okay, talking about green revolution, see your plants are green, so your green revolution deals with the plants. Okay, it deals with the food grains especially. So, before 1960, even though most of our population depend upon the agriculture, we were net importer. We didn't have enough food to even feed our own population. So, in 1960, there was a scientist called with the name of Norman Borlaug. Okay, and he developed some high yielding wheat varieties of wheat. Okay. So when these varieties were used, good production of wheat was there. And in India, the green revolution was led by M.S. Swaminathan. That's why whenever the question appears for the father of green revolution, you will answer Norman Borlaug. But if they ask you who is the father of Indian green revolution or the father of green revolution in India, you have to answer M. Swaminathan. So I hope everything is clear to you. Now we will move to red revolution. The red revolution deals with two agricultural commodities. That means it is both for meat and for tomato. Okay, I hope everything is clear. Now moving to round revolution. See, your potatoes are round. Okay, that's why your round revolution is deals with the potatoes. So now moving to black revolution, this is very interesting. Why? See, a black revolution, even though we are talking about petroleum and increase in the production of petroleum, how can we do that with the agricultural products? So in black revolution, government pushed the technology of ethanol production. Now how this ethanol is produced? It is produced by carbohydrate crops such as your tuber crops. Yam is there, potato is there, so all cassava is there. So these are low input varieties. Okay, low input crops are there. So we will put these and then we will develop ethanol from there, and this ethanol will now be added to our diesel or petrol, and we will call the final product biodiesel. If you have 5 liters of petrol, you can add suppose 1 liter. So you have increased 1 liter of your petrol. So that's how black revolution works, by production of ethanol and development of biodiesels. Okay, now talking about yellow revolution. So yellow revolution again deals with your oil seed, and even in the case of yellow revolution, we were net importer, but after yellow revolution, we not only became self-sufficient, we also started exporting the products. So that's why green revolution, red revolution, round revolution, it made us self-sufficient. And not only self-sufficient, we also started providing, we also started exporting to the other countries. Okay, that's why your revolutions are very important for your exam. Then talking about white revolution, your white revolution deals with milk production. See, and you have heard about Amul. So what happened? At British time and after that, the quality of milk in India was very bad. So there was a man with the name of Varghese Kurian. So he came there, and this particular revolution, that is also called Operation Flood. Okay. He tried to increase the production of milk in the India, and now India, you all know, that is biggest producer of the milk. So that happened due to this particular white revolution we are talking about. Okay. So I hope these 6 revolutions are clear to you, but don't worry, there are more revolutions we have to study. So let's move to them. So talking about next is our blue revolution. Okay, that deals with fish. Then we have brown revolution, that is from leather and cocoa. Then golden revolution, it deals with jute. Then protein revolution is about pulses. Pink revolution, that is onion and prawn. And golden revolution, that deals with 3 commodities, and these commodities are your fruit, honey, and horticultural products. All the fruits, we have read about the branches of horticulture, so to boost all them. So golden revolution is also about that. So first of all, let's move to blue revolution. So blue revolution, see again in the blue revolution, it happened when we develop how can we increase the production of cultured fishes. Okay, how can we increase the culture of fish? So for blue revolution, we focused on how can we artificially breed our fishes, especially aquaculture. Okay, how can we culture more fishes in the artificial ponds, reservoir tanks, and increase the production? So that was blue revolution, and you might know that we are second biggest producer of the fish. Okay, now moving to brown revolution. Brown revolution again deals with the two commodities, that are leather as well as the cocoa. Cocoa is used for your chocolate, cocoa butter, etc. products. Okay. So that is your brown revolution. Then golden fiber revolution, not golden revolution, but golden fiber revolution, that deals with your jute. It's a very important top. It's used to make, bag and all, and used for packing. Then talking about protein revolution, see this particular term was given by our Prime Minister, and protein revolution is also your second green revolution, focusing on the protein part of a plant. That means we are trying to grow more and more pulses. Okay, as they are good source of protein, that's why it is protein revolution. Then talking about pink revolution, their pink revolution also deal with two commodities, and these are onion as well as your prawns. And when we are talking about prawns, we are not only talking about production, we are also talking about export. So you might know that the prawns are the largest commodity that is being exported in sea fisheries. So in fisheries, these particular prawns are exported in a large quantity. So again, pink revolution here, onion, prawn, and especially processing. Okay, how can we prepare the prawn for export? How can we even process the other meat product for the export? So our pink revolution mainly deals with the export of our products. Now talking about the golden revolution again for fruit, honey, and horticulture. Don't get confused between golden fiber revolution, see these, golden fiber revolution, as well as golden revolution. Golden revolution for three things, that is your honey and fruits as well as other horticulture product. When we talk about golden fiber revolution, that comes your jute. Okay, now we will try to guess the answer or give the answer. So white revolution deals, as we have studied, it is also called Operation Flood, and it deals with the milk production. Okay, so I hope everything is clear to you. Now let's move to our last PYQ that appeared from this particular topic, that is Introduction to Agriculture, and our question was, who among the following is known as the father of plant physiology? This particular question appeared in NABARD Grade A exam in 2017 and in the phase 1 paper. Okay, your option are Stephen Hales, George John Mendel, Aristotle, D.N. Walia, or none of the above. So, see, revolution are important. Also, the other important, as I have told you about green revolution and who was the father. So other field also have the founding fathers, okay, or called fathers of particular subject. So we also need to study about that. Okay, now let's move to the father and what are the father of various disciplines that are very important for your NABARD examination. So moving to that, first of all, talking about agronomy. It's a branch of agriculture, so it is Peter de Crenzy. Then moving to agrometeorology, that is D.N. Walia. That was also your option. Okay. Then cooperative movement in India, that is F. Nicholson. Then extension education is A. Seaman or Lagnis. Then moving to field plot experiment, that is your J.B. Boussingault. Then fruit and vegetable preservation, that is Nicholas Appert. Sorry, M. Nicholas Appert. Okay, this particular apportization, or we are especially talking about here canning. Okay, now moving to genetics, we have studied about this in the classes too. So that is George John Mendel. Then green revolution, I have told you before in the revolution 2, that is Annie Borlaug. Okay, Norman Borlaug. So green revolution in India. And it can also be said the Indian Green Revolution, father of Indian Green Revolution. So both will be M.S. Swaminathan. Now moving to Golden Revolution in India. As you know, it deals with horticulture, honey and fruits. So that is Nirpank Tuteja. Now talking about the modern horticulture in India, that is K.L. Chadda. Now golden rice, if we talk about, that is Dr. Ingo Porticus. Then mutation theory, Hugo de Veris. Talking about modern genetics, that is T.H. Morgan, and it deals with all the, we have modern genetic technologies such as fingerprinting, hybridization. So that is T.H. Morgan. Talking about hybrid rice, that is Yuan Longping. Now talking about microbiology, that is Louis Pasteur. Then hybrid cotton is C.T. Patel, and talking about plant physiology is Stephen Hills. So you'll have to remember the answer. The father of various disciplines, very important, especially related to agriculture. These two you should remember. Okay, then the field of agriculture like agronomy, agrometeorology, then various revolution that happened. Green revolution in India, golden revolution. So you'll have to remember all these. Now we have studied this. Now let's try to reattempt our PYQ. Okay, so our question was, who among the following is the father of plant physiology? And our correct answer will be, yes, it will be our Stephen Hales. Okay, Mendel we have talked about, genetics, Aristotle usually for science, D.N. Walia we have studied about. So I hope everything is clear to you from here, and that wrap our topics. So if you have any query, do let me know, and if you have any other suggestion, do let me know. And that was all for the introduction of agriculture part. Okay, so that was all. Thank you for attending lecture. I hope you will find this lecture very useful for your examination. If you have any other query, you can write to us at hello@edutap.co.in. Also, do check our website, that is www.edutap.co.in. Thank you so much.